podcast. Walk with me. Let it ride. That's right. Wanting to be heard in the black man's world, simple. They're complicated, just relax and observe. Breaking down of our families, restructured communities. To wake up and see only your losers are free. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy TALLSHON. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot. That's who I am.
That bullshit. You're now tuned into a new episode of the Black Male Podcast. Man, we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot been going on out there.
Yeah.
A lot been going on out there. A whole lot. And I'm honestly, I think our conversation is probably going to be more that than the topics that we have, because I think we can dive into these discussions a lot better. So I don't know. I'm not going to read this too much. The first thing I want to talk about is we saw Guccimane on. This is going to be the episode where we talk about shit that's going on. But I think the way that we talk about it, even when this drops, it fits the narrative. The first thing I want to talk about is Guccimane was on the Breakfast Club, him and his wife, and he talked about how he was fully diagnosed with schizophrenia and a lot of different things, and then how his wife, and they asked his wife how she handles him when he's in that mode, and she described it as in she takes his phone away from him. She takes the apps off his phone. She doesn't give him an outlet to just do a bunch of shit that's gonna, he was gonna end up regretting later.
That keep him from being triggered.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got it. Good support system. I like that.
See, you going where I'm going. Why do so many people have an issue with that? Like, many people had an issue with the fact that she said she did all that. Question. Yeah, but there we go.
Well,
yeah, let's go. Fuck it.
You have every right in the world as a woman to be single and don't have no damn man. Right?
Yep.
Stop criticizing these women that have men and are supportive of their men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their dynamic is their dynamic. She's expressing to you how she counteracts his issues.
Right.
You know what I mean? She knows she can trigger it and take it to another level, but she chooses to diffuse the situations before they get out of pocket. And they seem to have a healthy relationship now. In the past, there were many rumors allegedly that went on and on and on and on, but they worked through them. Right. Those aren't for us to judge. Those are her past struggles. But I don't look at the past struggles. I look at the current successes. Right. Because, they look happy. They look like they're working towards getting things the way it needs to be. Why we can't be happy for that? You know what I mean? Black love is a beautiful thing. Right. All love is a beautiful thing. Fuck you.
She held it right.
Black love is a beautiful thing.
That's all we know. I only know black love. I think, man, the way she held him down when he got locked up, the way she holds him down as he out, and he come out as him as a new and improved self, and he's still trying to figure out who he is at all this time being out. You know what I'm saying? Even his raps got a lot better because you can understand the man when he talk now. Because he's not under the influence. He's not doing certain things. He's coherent. He understands a lot of things that he's done wrong. And he enabled a lot of folks. Yeah. So the fact that he knows these things, he's cognizant of those things, and he has what all of us want. It's a supportive person next to you that's going to check you when you're on your bullshit, and that's going to support you when you're down and out. Sure, he know when he's on crazy time, let me go ahead and lock things down so he don't have so much in front of him. And I'm gonna also get rid of certain people that would enable a lot of the shit that he has. Yeah,
I love their scenario. They've broke every stereotype that was put in place for them. Right. Because a stereotype might be about Gucci, then there's a stereotype about her. Right. They broke them all because they've overcome every obstacle and they're still together. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they've had their bouts, but when you're in the public eye, everything is amplified anyway. This is one thing I don't like about these public relationships when people judge them. I mean, you and your man at home fight all the time. Like, y'all don't even like each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just what they're doing is on Front Street. Mm-hmm. Just even us doing this podcast, if everything we did was on Front Street, people would analyze it and be like, oh, I never see Trey and CS out in public. It must be a problem. It's like, No, he's married with a family, and
right.
I don't come outside.
Right.
So I mean,
and then we double that.
You know what I mean?
I don't go outside either. So
you know what I mean, when I go outside, I'm leaving town or something. You know what I mean? I'm just using that example of people always have something to say to put it somewhere. Oh, I could do a song and say something. Oh, he must be talking about the podcast. They ain't recorded in a few weeks.
Right.
And the song was recorded 2 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for him, brother. I can say this is the old in me. I love seeing black relationships, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. I make fun of this nigga all the time. I love black relationships. So the jokes I make about it, jokes I make about it, they all out of love. There's no secret, nothing. I love seeing it. I joke about all the time how I used to go to the mall and sit there and just watch the couples go by.
Yeah,
I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, just seeing smiles on people's faces and going places where everybody's in a good mood, man. Like, it's a beautiful thing, man. Let's be happy for the couple, man. Now, schizophrenia is some serious shit.
No, it is.
And a lot of you women can't even deal with a man that has a headache. You know what I'm saying? And she's riding it out, and schizophrenia can be dangerous.
Yes, it can be.
You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times schizophrenia can lead to domestic violence in certain situations. And there's different ways you can handle it. You can leave that man while he's going through something, or you can ride it out.
Yep.
Why can't she be applauded for riding that out and having success with it? I think that should be the story more so than, man, I wouldn't do all of that. Yeah, and you're by yourself. And you're telling everybody you like being by yourself and you prefer to be by yourself. So if you prefer to be by yourself, why are you judging her based on your chosen values?
I agree.
Corny.
I agree. No, I totally agree.
Corny.
I totally agree, man.
Trash.
I think we hit the nail
Bubba
on the
Dub trash.
Nah, we ain't no Bubba Dubs.
Yeah, he was tripping. I saw something.
Yeah, right. He been going ham lately, man. Yeah. We our own trash.
Trash.
Yeah.
But next, let's talk about Gilbert Arenas and the podcast. So his show, Gil's Arena or The Arena, people had an issue with the fact that he doesn't own 100% of his platform.
Okay.
They're coming at him because and it wasn't him, it was another little YouTuber who young YouTuber who's like, man, the people I'm with, the people I rock with, we own everything. We cut off this just so we don't this and that. Gil was like, I got these people. I didn't know anything about YouTube. He said I had a bunch of subscribers from stuff I was just doing. I knew nothing about YouTube. I knew nothing about this. He was like, so he said, yeah.
He kind of pioneered this shit.
Yeah, he was like, I sold 50% of what I do to build out what I have going on right now. They built me a set. He named everything. They built me a set. Problem? They built me this. He was like, and it's in my house.
But what's the problem, though?
So people had an issue with the fact that when they were on break, it was because everybody was contract, negotiation. And it was like, you don't even know when your own show was coming on? No, I don't. I don't know when my own show is coming on at this moment. Well, like, why? You don't own it? He was like, I own 50% of it, and Underdog owns the other 50.
Okay.
And dude was like, it sounded like you own. It sounded like they own 51% of it, and you own 50. He was like, no, I know my contracts, and he kind of broke. That's when he started breaking down everything. They get this off of this.
Who was that said that? Was it a major person? Was it Kai Cenat or somebody?
Nah, it was somebody around Kai Cenat. It was somebody around, that's what the young boy. His name is Low. That was the young boy who brought up like the people that I'm around, Kai Cenat and all these. We purposely own our stuff. We don't sell none of our stuff. So I'm not used to hearing someone that has so much power selling off their stuff.
But they stepped to the game after the fact, and Gil was already a millionaire.
Right.
So he probably was just like,
Right.
He wasn't focused on shit, and he admitted to not knowing certain things.
He said he didn't know.
So I don't see the problem, bro. I don't see the problem.
Like Gil will tell you the stuff he learned.
It was a learning process with him.
He learned from Joe Button. He said Joe and them told him. People started really explaining the process to him. But I don't either, man. I feel like this, bro. A company come to us right now for Got What You Need Network. I'm selling 50% of this shit, bro. I'm gonna let you know that right now. 50% of it is up for sale. Because if they're going to revamp everything and enhance everything that we have going on, I have no problem with giving up. And granted, it's 50% for not eternity. It's for a small allotted time.
Perpetuity?
No, I can't. I don't do nothing perpetuity other than this marriage.
perpetuity.
That's the only thing. Shoot,
Our
friendship is in perpetuity. But this podcast, if we decide we don't do this shit no more, we're not doing this shit no more.
Perpetuity. So if you ever come with some old bullshit, I'm gonna bring back the clip where he said perpetuity. All right, let's go.
That's the one thing. Other than my marriage is in perpetuity.
I hope so.
That's forever.
God damn, niggas too old for that shit.
I ain't going nowhere, bro. I sleep on the floor by the bed.
Now if nobody else in that room, I ain't.
Oh no, ain't nobody gonna be in there.
You saw that clip,
right? That shit funny as hell. But
your life sucks.
I just think that's weird.
No,
how people think in that manner. I always. There's one quote from somebody I can't think of. One state, owning 100% of you just own 100% of nothing.
That's like owning your masters and nobody likes your music.
That's what it was. Like you got your master. Okay, you own your masters, but you own 100% of nothing. What can you do with that?
You got masters and publishing, and you garbage.
But if you lease that shit out to someone, you lease 50% or 49% of your shit.
Everyone's business model
money, man.
is based on their knowledge and life situation at that time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to judge other people's shit. My thing is, when you just even with this podcast, there's like a certain choice you make with content,
right?
Certain choice you make how you market yourself, certain choice how you make name selection and sponsors and things that you work with. It's a choice. Nobody knows if they're making the right choice or not until the end, and it's easy to come at the end and judge a person's process.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't judge in the beginning. Like we can make a choice that nobody agrees with and it works.
I agree.
Then all of a sudden it's great. It's almost like when you start your own business. Like nobody really wants to support that shit.
Yeah, that happens.
But as soon as you get a job, everybody's congratulations.
Yep.
You got like 200 comments.
Oh man, you work there? Boy, you better keep that job.
I am not putting on Facebook where I work at.
No one knows where I work at.
I'm not doing it because I'm probably gonna be an asshole when somebody congratulates me, bro.
I already got what you need network.
I'm gonna say something. If somebody congratulates me, I know was on some whole shit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, I already got what you need network.
That's like somebody asked me, yo man, you still rap? Man, I'll kick you in your neck.
Jones Media. That's why I work at.
Yeah, I will.
Yes, do I have a 9 to 5? Yes, I do, but it's none of your business.
I work at Love Mad.
Yeah, it's none of your business where I work at. Yo, let's get to the hot button topic, man, that's been going on.
Hot button.
The gambling issue in NBA.
Gambling is a serious drug, though. Yeah. That's a serious addiction.
That's true. That is addiction, but the level of these three gentlemen thus far have gone maybe outside of addiction. You got Chauncey Billups, you got Terry Rozier, and you have what's his name? Damon Jones. Damon Jones.
Chauncey won't bother me a little bit.
Chauncey won't bother me a lot of bit too. Okay. Yeah, a lot of bit. More than a little bit, a lot of bit.
We making up words? All right, a lot of bit.
But they all got caught up in Chauncey and Damon more. So Chauncey and Damon more so are dealing with mafia ties with their situation.
Terry Rozier just gambling.
Yeah, Terry Rozier is a little bit different.
Sports betting and shit.
Yep, sports betting. But I want us to talk deeper into it because I think everybody has heard what everyone has done. Chauncey Billups was setting up his so-called friends and people that's high rollers as they were playing. Terry Rozier was just betting on the fact that he knew he wasn't going to play in certain games and had everybody placing prop bets and things of that nature. Damon Jones was doing it as a person who knew players. So you calling LeBron like, yo, bro, you playing today? Like, think about how trash that is. You call your man.
That's a crime, though, son.
Especially when they post
gambling.
Especially when they post it later.
But if we gamble at your casino, it's okay.
The problem is this: they have ties in the league. Terry Rozier, you playing?
No, I understand his, but I'm talking about Damon Jones and Chauncey.
You're playing Damon Jones. Damon Jones is a coach. You still in the league.
So you can't gamble? You can't play poker?
You can't gamble. The thing is, they were doing prop bets on the actual games as well. Like
but
Damon Jones,
Chauncey's wasn't bets on the games, though.
Chauncey's wasn't, but Damon Jones was. Damon Jones was also like Terry Rozier.
No, I'm saying if you're betting on games, okay, I get it. You can't do that as a player.
Can't do that as a player.
But poker
and you get inside information and you selling it. Okay, that was always my thing with the poker games. That was always not realizing it's illegal. So high stakes poker games that you don't.
Can we assume that maybe Chauncey didn't know he was breaking the law?
No, I'm not going to assume that.
I'm not either. I was asking you.
We could. I mean, if I was,
we can. But I'm saying, are we doing that?
He could be. His defense could be that. But if you playing high stakes poker,
would you try
high stakes gambling? No, high stakes gambling. you gotta pay taxes on it. So that's the issue on it. Because they call it illegal.
For me, any room with mafia bosses,
that's another thing.
I'm not doing it.
Yes.
I don't care if we're just watching the game, smoking a cigar. I'm already a millionaire and I'm in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And I have a supportive family that looks at me like I'm just God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't. You know what I mean? There's no judgment with that. I'm just saying I wouldn't.
Let's go North Carolina. North Carolina, right? Poker playing players in North Carolina know the drill. If you're playing a home poker game for real money, even just a friendly one, it's technically illegal.
Oh, shit.
Right. That might come as a surprise to anyone who's hosted a $20 set and go in their garage or played a weekly cash game in a neighborhood or clubhouse.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that.
I didn't know
the
that.
problem is this, I think. One, you're dealing with mafia people.
I'm not doing that.
Right, that's one.
Fuck that. They don't let us.
Because I got a poker set. I used to play poker all the time with homies. Used to always play poker and blackjack all the time. People used to come by. We bet, we ain't bet no big dollar money. But niggas came with $300 and then we played.
Well, they said Chauncey was getting like $50K per appearance.
That's the problem. The problem is he was bringing, say we were high rollers. I'm a $50 million man. You're a $50 million man. Chauncey Billups is the homie. Yo, come through, play poker at my, you know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. We got food, we got this, and we go over there and we playing poker, and the whole time is with Gambino family and all these people. But we ain't tripping. We playing poker, but they wearing shades, and they, that's the thing when you're playing poker. A lot of people wearing shades, but they can see your cards. The cards are rigged.
Yeah, but you got
the table is rigged.
Right?
You know what I mean? Everything is rigged against you, and you win 2 or 3 hands. You know you're not gonna quit after 2 or 3 hands. You're gonna keep betting.
I hear you. I've done so many things against the law in my life.
Oh, as well as I.
One, if I'm sitting here with mafia people, I'm shook. 2, when I find out you have an X-ray table, I think I need to leave.
But you don't find out.
That's a lot.
You didn't find out until recent.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard to prove that he knew nothing.
No,
I know it's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, because I've been in situations where I couldn't prove the truth because the truth sounded like a lie.
Yo, as much as I'm capable, I want to cape for Chauncey. The nigga knew, and to me that's foul.
I think he knew most of everything.
I think he knew everything.
My thing is this though.
Kickbacks.
My thing is this though. I understand greed. I understand the thought process behind greed, but I also understand having an emergency brake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where you stop yourself. You're already a multi-millionaire.
I was just about to say, I'm looking up right now. What is his contract as a coach?
Let me tell you what I'm going to say. He was already a multi-millionaire, and you got a multi-million dollar contract that's current.
Yep.
Now you have nothing. You'll never coach again in the NBA.
We'll see.
Nah, I don't think that. Nah, they don't forgive us like they forgive people like that.
He's making $2 million.
He's making more than $2 million.
Well, no, that was in 2012. Let me see.
Yeah, he's making more than $2 million.
His current salary is approximately $4.7 million for this year.
Yeah, that's because the Blazers suck. As they improve, his money might improve. But still,
think about that. $4.7 million for the year is great for coaches. Most coaches, they make great money, but they don't make like the players. Your contract might be $10 million spread over this amount of time.
The problem with coaches is, it's like if you got a coach making $10 million, this one's making $2 million.
Right.
It's only the upper echelon of coaches that make them big contracts, or like the old good buddy network.
Right.
Like Thibodeau making more money sitting home than a lot of these coaches.
I think he bring home $35 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to pay him out $35. But think about it. You're still making $4.7 million. That's still a multi-millionaire, even after taxes. You still making, and then whatever your net worth is.
Risk it all for $50,000.
Look up the man's net worth, but you risk your whole career. But the problem is, once you get in with them, it's hard to just get out.
You mean hard? You don't get out.
Right.
Out is dead.
See, and that's the sad part.
And yo, damn.
That's the sad part.
Think about that. They might have said so.
So yeah, of course, your family, whatever. You know what I mean?
This last game. Word.
I mean, that was.
I don't think this is the last game.
That's like with the Gilbert Arenas situation. He was like, everyone is like now want to call him a snitch. He's like,
how is he a snitch though?
He was like, my situation has nothing to do with their situation.
No, I get that, but that's the part I didn't get.
Right.
And he said Rachel Nichols did some shit.
She did, and she did post it. She did do it.
But how is Gilbert Arenas connected? I didn't get that part.
He's not.
Because I didn't read through it.
He's not. His shit ain't nowhere near their shit.
I didn't think so, but I was just wondering what was the connection?
You know what
the connection? Wilding?
No, the connection was the fact that he was also caught up with mob people.
But he said he rented out.
He rented his house out.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all. His name is only on the fact that he rented his home out for people to play the poker
But
games.
like
That's
he
his only
said
thing.
though, if this is a mafia situation, he was like the only people on the news are black people.
Black people. Yep.
Now I did see one mafia dude they got.
Right.
Of course, I never heard of him.
They finally just started showing his face.
I just saw it yesterday.
Right. They
but
just
yeah,
finally started.
That was
showing.
like after the fact.
Right.
But it wasn't pushed though.
No, it's never
It was
pushed.
just a random internet Instagram post.
Because these
Now
people
us, we on Front Street, but these are NBA players.
we all
so I
know
expect
we
that.
know who's a part of the FBI too, right? Is
Reverend Al Sharpton?
It's Trump's people. That's different. It's Trump's people.
I mean, he is, but that's another conversation.
Who's
Cool.
running? I mean, we could talk about that. And
Ain't no need.
I don't.
Because he publicly admitted to it now.
Right. I don't feel no way what he did.
Oh, I guess you said fuck it. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. I don't feel no way. He said he thought people were trying to kill him. They said they were trying to kill him. He went to talking.
You know what's funny? This is a funny thing. I was talking about one of my partners at work, right? Just funny how me and him connected. 'Cause he's actually cool. That snitching shit is funny to me.
All right, let's get to it. I want to talk about it.
If you're an everyday working person with a family, bro, you don't owe nobody nothing on some street code shit. If you want to sing like a canary, man, make sweet music, bro. Don't do no bid for nobody. You got a wife and kids at home. Now, if this is a lifestyle that you choose,
That's a different story.
you're different.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You're different.
Mm-hmm.
If you in my house doing some illegal shit and they cuff me, son, for you to expect me to do that bid for you and you going to tell me you going to leave my wife money?
Nah, I don't even trust that.
I can make my own money, nigga.
You gonna leave my wife some money and you gonna try to slide her some peen.
Man, he gonna be piping her down, nigga. I got 30 years. For what? Yo, he a real nigga.
You get 30 years, you expect your lady to be faithful to you?
If I get 30 years, I'm dead.
We're not based on age. Just say
Oh, okay.
you get 30 years.
No.
Me neither, bro.
I
don't want you to.
Dead
But I
ass?
do want you to come
Yo.
see me from time to time, put some money on my book.
Yo, after a
Keep
while,
up the illusion.
after a while, you're not gonna want her to come see you no more.
That's a fact.
I don't know what year that is, whether it's 5 or 10. After a while,
30.
it's gonna be too much.
much,
But
yeah.
if we're married and I'm getting them conjugals, we're gonna keep this going.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this shaking and baking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Especially Fed, because I think that's where the conjugals at. I don't think you get conjugals in regular, in the state prison.
I don't really think
But
so.
I think Fed
I don't
time you
think
can get
so.
conjugal.
But that's a tricky situation, man.
Me too, bro. I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I get 30 years. I'm sorry. I'm not expecting you to run these 30 with me.
But there's difference too. It's like, do you?
Even if I only got to do 85% of my time, so 85% of my time is 20 something. That's still a long time.
But when you
son.
genuinely love a person, sometimes you got to feel that pain of separation when you're being when you're inconveniencing your partner.
Yep.
I mean, you're never home.
You
She
niggas
has
go to jail.
drive.
Y'all niggas are inconvenienced. son.
Yeah, she
Like,
got to
straight
drive
up.
all that time to see you. Now
Right.
she got to pay the bills by herself. You're not generating revenue because you in there.
Yep. You actually
what I'm
taken
saying?
away from the home because the phone calls are expensive.
Very, very.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's a little bit different, but you getting a phone call or whatever. It's still expensive getting them shit and making sure the person you put money on their books. So you taking a allotted amount of your funds to go
Nigga,
put
you
on
ain't buying
somebody's
no honey
shit.
buns and shit, my nigga. You all right.
Toothpaste and toilet paper.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. They make you
Fuck
buy
outta
that
here.
shit while you locked up. Toothpaste and toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
All that shit. Deodorant.
yeah,
It's crazy. Niggas
So-
be like, fuck that. Musty.
it's musty. Just walk around.
Stinking. I
Some people ain't got no
washing shit.
choice.
Nah,
'Cause
some
that's-
niggas just ain't gonna wash.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Be the dookie butt too. I'll be the dookie butt bandit.
Ah, man. Nigga said, don't fuck with me, Shay.
But think about that. So you taking away, you not adding to. Okay, let's go back to the snitching situation. Like you said, if you wasn't in crimes, if I wasn't a part of none of these crimes, I wasn't doing anything, I just happened to fucking
Bro,
I
even
get
if,
booked, I'm telling, nigga.
even if you did a crime, you married, got kids, you were a part of something,
Right.
but they have you in custody for what you didn't do.
Right.
And they're telling you 10 to 20. And maybe all you did was drive the car. You didn't even know this nigga was going to go in there with a gun and rob the bodega.
Didn't even
You
know.
was dropping him off to get a damn sandwich.
Right.
I'm supposed to eat that
He was supposed to
bit.
get a turkey and cheese.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know he had a key in his book bag.
Right.
I know what he used to do, but I gave my man a ride across town. Oh, I go visit New York
I'm not
to
doing
see
that
one of my
bit.
homies or something. I got to rent a car You know what I'm saying? I pick him up to take him to the avenue or something. I'm not thinking he got some shit in his backpack.
Right.
I'm not thinking to ask him.
Right.
Get pulled over. They keep me because my record a little funny.
Right.
He a first offender. So they say it's mine because it's in my car. It's in the trunk in the knapsack because I put his bag in the trunk.
Right.
Son, listen. I ain't snitching, but I'm telling the truth.
Yo, I'm telling the truth. I ain't snitching, but I'm telling the truth.
Man, listen.
I'm not offering any information, but I am going to provide it.
Bruh.
Shit.
The love and energy I will get from my lady when I come home after getting over that fucking case where I didn't do anything.
Right.
I am telling the truth, my nigga.
Hey, man, I'm not offering any info, but I will provide it.
Bruh, what you gonna do?
Shit.
Don't never talk to me again?
Whoop-de-doo.
Nigga, you about to do 20, my nigga.
Whoop-de-doo, my nigga.
Nigga, you need to stay my friend because you about to do 20.
Yo, his prints all over that. That is not mine. That's that nigga.
I say, yo.
First of all, I regulate. I don't play that shit. When you get in my car, yo, bro, don't, like, I said this before. It was
Son,
me.
you ain't never checked my bag, Shay.
That's different because I don't expect you to do no goofy shit.
I ain't expect him to do it. That's why he got away with
bro,
it.
It was a time me, Sky, and Daryl, we was coming back from VA from an event. Was coming back from VA. Sky stayed at my crib. He was taking the flight back up to Jersey. We was in the car. I know, certain niggas smoke. I smoke. I used to smoke. I don't much anymore, but I don't smoke and drive.
Nah, don't put that shit in my car.
That's the one thing I'm not a fan of. First thing I said on the way back, because Sky, I picked him up at the event that was in VA.
Yeah.
I said as soon as we got in the car, I said, hey, yo, bro, anybody got anything on them? If we ever get pulled over about it, own up to your shit. I've always been that way, even coming up, and I used to hustle. Own up to your shit. That's your shit. We get pulled over. Sky had weed in his joint. Luckily, I don't play the, what I mean, he was ready to cuff it, eat it or whatever. But, police come because we was so-called speeding. I give you my L's. I don't do all that extra talking. I give you my L's. I give you my insurance information.
Yeah.
I don't do no extra talking. We not doing nothing. All windows is down. Well, the windows I do halfway. I don't do it all the way down. And I'm sitting there. Oh, wait. Going home. When I'm doing all that extra, I take the ticket. And then we pull off. They both in the car like, yo, bro, you like. I said, bro, I don't do all that extra talking with them. I said, the problem is niggas get in here and get to talking. And you get to implicating yourself on shit.
But that triggers the officer too because they want to know why you're so nervous.
And that's right. Because you're talking so much.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I'm not doing all that talking. I don't do nothing, bro. Here's my L. As soon as you walk up, you ain't even got to ask me for my license and registration and insurance. Proof of insurance. I'm already handling it to you.
Shit,
because there ain't no need. What we talking about? I don't like to do all that reaching for my shit. My shit is up here.
Yeah, you might want to have that shit take to your advisor or something.
And my wife's car, my car, I even got my daughter like that.
Yeah,
put your shit in there, keep it here. When you get pulled over, you hand that shit over. We ain't got to do all that talking.
I ain't reaching for shit.
I ain't reaching for nothing. When Sean start driving, that's the same rules. We don't reach for nothing.
Them niggas be like, gun. You like, oh shit.
Not reaching for nothing. Matter of fact, you know they're gonna ask these questions.
But the thing I have with that shit is like this. They can run your tags and know everything you got.
That's a fact. We all know that.
So why you asking me for this shit?
I give it up, bro.
Son, you already know my shit ain't right.
Give it up.
So why you got me reaching?
You
fucking with me now, son.
I just have it, bro.
I'm going on with the process, but when they pull you over, they know your shit right or it ain't.
Hey.
Cut the bullshit out, man. Nigga, what you want, Shay?
I get it.
What you want, man?
I get it.
I'm not reaching.
I don't answer no extra questions.
I'm not reaching. I'm not turning my head. I'm looking right at you.
Yup.
Nah, because the last few times I got pulled over, it's been a while. Because, I don't speed. I don't play with that shit.
See? Don't play that.
That nigga comes to the car. His hand is already on his shit.
Oh, see, I don't like that shit.
And I'm looking like, hey, ain't doing no reaching.
See?
He said, you get your license, just move slowly. I said, I'm moving slow. I said, but I ain't doing no sudden movements. I
don't like that shit either.
I don't like that feeling.
I'm going to keep it a band. If you're a police officer, if you scary, don't be a cop. Go find you another profession,
man, listen, I got surrounded before, and it was just me.
That move slowly shit is corny as hell to me.
I got surrounded. It was just me. Not surrounded, it was two cops. I guess the cop was coming by and saw the car. He pulled up. Then there ended up being a cop on the other side as well as my side.
Right. Yeah, it's always one of those.
And Okay, to my understanding, I know North Carolina. I don't know other states. They try to hit you with the cop car per person.
Right.
Right. I don't know where I heard that from, but I heard it, and I didn't investigate it, so I just assumed it to be true because I don't fuck with them police.
Right.
But it was just me, and it was 2 cops.
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay, somebody gonna try to belt the ass of a nigga, right? I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not getting out the car. I don't give a fuck what you find.
Yeah.
I'm not getting out.
I'm not getting out either.
No.
I don't get out.
You better get the judge with the robe and the gavel to hit my hood or something. I am not fucking with y'all. It's dark out here too.
Right.
Hell no.
I had a cop pull me over and said my
give me the ticket, man.
My rear view light was out. I looked at him. I said, my light out? He's like, oh, you can get out and check if you want. I said, nah, cool. I'll trust you.
No, I ain't getting out. Give me the ticket.
Yeah. I was like, I'll take the ticket. I told him, I said, I'll take the ticket and then I'll go get it fixed right now.
Man,
I'll go right to AutoZone.
Give me a ticket. All you're going to do is give me a warning ticket that's good for 30 days.
Right.
Give me the ticket. Now that you saw it, I'll go get it fixed.
Yep.
I don't care how long that shit been out. You can't penalize me because you think it was out for a long time.
Then he
I'll tell you
ask me,
it just happened.
Ask me, where you going at? And then going to ask me, could he? So I said, I'm just driving. I'm just right. I don't never answer because my wife be laughing. I don't answer a whole bunch of questions.
You don't have to have a reason to be driving where you're driving.
I'm just going for a ride.
You are not going to make me believe that I'm doing some weird shit because I like to get in my car and listen to music.
Right.
Where you headed? I don't even know.
Just going for a ride,
Just going for a ride, man.
That's it.
I'll spin back around and go home. What are you doing riding this time of night? I work at night. What you mean?
Yo, I just look at
Who said you can't drive at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I did have a cop ask me that, man. Why you out riding at this time of night? I just looked at him.
Why the fuck you out here?
He was like, you're not going to answer my question? I said, I don't have to answer that question. It don't make sense for me.
Shit, nigga, you work at night? Nigga, I work at night. I got off early.
It don't make sense.
Man,
just ride.
Yo, that's why I got out of the ticket one time because I had my work badge. That's why a lot of times I just hang it from my mirror, yo. When they come in, I just show my badge, yo. I just left work be.
Yeah, just left work.
Because in Durham, and I hate to say it this way.
No, it is. Durham is wild.
In Durham, when a cop pull you over, if you got a job.
Yeah.
This is fucked up. Because it happened to me twice around my way. The fact that they saw the badge to my job,
especially
just like this.
Especially around your way.
He said, you ain't what we looking for. Just go ahead.
Yeah, especially around your way.
He said, I don't need no license. Just go home.
See?
Yeah, because I told him, I said, yo, I told him Eastway Village. I live in a townhouse community. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. We don't want you. Go home.
See?
Yeah. Just be careful out there, man. I go home.
Yeah.
See, some dumb motherfuckers, thank you, officer, you want to keep talking.
Nah.
No, nigga, when you get excused, and I will use the word excuse because you kind of halfway in custody for a little bit.
Yep.
When you get excused, nigga, excuse yourself.
Yep. Now,
you're going to talk yourself out of freedom.
I'm 1,000% with you. Now, back to the topic of hand. What is the NBA going to do? Do you think these guys going to get – I mean, I know Chauncey going to get suspended. Terry Rozier.
He's already been fired.
He's been fired already?
Yeah, I saw it
oh, shit,
this morning.
I didn't know that. Damn.
I saw it this morning.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I don't know if it's genuine news or if it was people just trying to jump the gun and be first.
Right.
But they really don't have to fire him. They could just suspend him indefinitely and go from there. But David Jones, I think, was on somebody's bench.
Yeah.
Somebody's assistant coach somewhere.
Yeah, on Cavs, I think.
Yeah, okay.
No, he ain't fired.
Okay, and
yeah,
Rozier?
They said no, Chauncey Billups hasn't been fired. But he has been placed on immediate indefinite leave by the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah, I know it was indefinite leave. But I saw somewhere where it said fired. But the caption probably said indefinite leave. That was just clickbait to get you to come.
Get you in there.
I ain't mad at that.
Terry Rozier,
he's
probably gonna get cut.
He's like he's a journeyman now at this point.
Right. But wasn't he on the Heat? He was on the Heat.
He's on the Heat.
And I think he was making a substantial amount of money on that.
No, because he already had a big contract. So he's like one of them contracts that I forgot the word they give it, but he's gonna be a salary dump. Because when his contract is up, he'll probably be out the league anyway.
Yeah.
But he signed a big contract with the
the
Hornets.
The Hornets, yep. The Hornets.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Miami got him at the end of the contract. You know, contractually, a lot of times teams will sign a guy with a contract that makes too much money because they know it's going to end. Then you get that $20 million off the books. I mean, you know the process.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it for people listening. So I think he's a salary dump with Miami because Pat Riley's a genius with that kind of shit. So that's going to get them extra money because they kind of rebuilding anyway.
Yeah, they definitely are.
So, but this is the funny thing. With him getting this, I wonder how that works contractually. Can you veto the contract
It depends on what's in the contract. If it's a clause where
that's what I'm wondering.
Where you
I don't know
where you can't do something detrimental to the team or the
I'm
team
sure
environment.
that's in there, bro. I'm sure. The NBA, not as much as the NFL, but they slick with that paperwork, bro.
Yeah, they are. They are.
You can't be getting no charges and shit. I'm almost sure. And
it's a
you're
possibility.
betting on the game that you play. I'm sure.
That's the part that's going to get
now, Chauncey, I'm not sure because that's poker shit.
Right.
But you're betting on the game that you play.
I think
that's
for Terry
the problem.
Rozier, that's going to be the
Damon Jones as well.
And Damon.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
Yeah. Because they betting against the game. Yo, for Damon Jones to call, like, they brought it up, said, like, a LeBron and say, hey, you playing today? Nah, man, I ain't playing today because we got a relationship. Nah, I ain't playing. And then it was against the Bucks, and then a bunch of bets come in. Oh, LeBron ain't playing. Prop bets. LeBron ain't playing. And it hasn't been posted yet. And then all of a sudden, an hour later, it's posted that LeBron ain't playing, but then you got 40, 50 prop bets on the fact LeBron ain't playing and at this exuberant amount where you going to make some money from it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, thinking that is wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing with a bunch of players. I think right now, bro, the NBA and the NFL is going to get caught up. But definitely NBA. I'll say this. And in the David Stern era, would any of this information would have came out?
No, David Stern was different. But they said David Stern was known for bringing people in his office and telling them, look, I know what the fuck you doing.
Right.
Cut that shit out.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he did that to what's the name? He did that to
Melo said he was in the office like that.
He did
that's
it
what
to,
Melo said. That's what Melo said. He knew shit was real.
Right.
Yeah, he said, I know who you hanging around. Stay away from them motherfuckers.
Kenyon Martin said, yo, I think Nick Young said you were bullying David Stern. He said, He said, I ain't bullied David Stern. He said, David Stern bullied me. You don't
part of me,
that's a level of respect that you have for a person.
Part of me wonders is Adam Silver kind of naive to certain things? Because I think David Stern was on top of all of that bullshit.
Right, he was.
I think Adam Silver might be a little naive and green to the antics.
And this is why
of the players and things associated with the players.
Now, this is why I'll answer that. I think this is why it's going to be a death penalty to Chauncey and Damon Jones, where they won't be able to be nothing with the NBA.
Well, I think Adam Silver
Silver's going to have to make a point.
But I think he was trying to create a league of utopia.
Yes.
David Stern.
You answered.
David Stern was on some gangster shit.
Yeah.
Because you look at it, man. Come on, man. The Knicks had the #1 pick and got Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
The Celtics picked Len Bias.
Yeah.
With Larry Bird, Kelly McHale, and all these guys. That shit wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But
the Cavs wasn't supposed to get LeBron. At first, the Cavs was not supposed to get LeBron.
Bro, David Stern was David Stern was like a mob boss with the NBA.
He knew.
But it's debatable which NBA was better. It depends on what you like.
Right.
You know? But this shit wouldn't have went on with David Stern. He would have stopped Chauncey. He would have told Chauncey, yo. And that betting, he would have been like, look, cut that shit out.
Cut that shit out, man.
Yeah, you ain't fucking up my league.
Immediately.
Yeah, that's
and
what
he was short too.
Short motherfuckers is the worst.
He didn't play no games, bro.
But Adam Silver out here trying to be cool with everybody, and
that's what I was gonna say.
The fans are gonna always boo you. I don't care how good you do your job.
Right.
They boo David Stern. They boo Adam Silver. And Adam Silver's trying to make peace with everybody.
And Adam Silver
doesn't matter.
And Adam Silver doesn't really get booed as bad as
not as bad as David Stern.
David Stern.
People hate David Stern for real. People are booing Adam Silver just because you're supposed to.
That was the process.
Yeah,
right.
You got to boo him.
Right.
Everybody boos the owners and the people. Do they boo the NFL? Do they boo
Yeah. Roger Goodell get booed when he show up.
Okay. He doesn't show up for like
minutes.
basketball. Maybe because the season is shorter. Okay.
Yeah. And he
Roger Goodell's a dick though.
Yeah,
I boo his ass. Boo.
But he does NFL running though. He does everything the owner group wants.
You think he does a great job?
I don't think he do a bad job. I ain't gonna say great, but I don't think he do a bad job.
It's actually a good answer.
That's true.
Yeah,
I mean, if you keep it a band, the NFL is making a ton of money. Granted, you know what I'm saying, and he does everything the ownership group wants him to do.
Then how you think Adam Silver's done replacing David Stern though?
The problem is with Adam Silver versus David Stern is David Stern was the upper echelon of of league commissionership. So your follow-up is a brand new upstart. So his shoes he had to follow is that Paul Tagliabue for the NFL, niggas didn't give a fuck about him.
He was ass though.
Like, yo, so you got someone after him is David Stern. I mean, you got what's his name, Roger Goodell after him. That was an upgrade. Yeah, that was a pure upgrade.
Roger Goodell put some work in, but I don't think a lot of people,
you know what I'm saying?
Under our age, the demographic under our age really knows about what really happened with David Stern. Because, NBA games used to be tape delayed.
Yep, it was.
You know what I'm saying?
At the beginning.
Yeah,
David Stern revolutionized the way the league was.
And David Stern was instrumental in developing the star.
Because if you think about it, the owner of the commissioner of the NBA prior to David Stern kept it, he was on some whites only shit. He didn't really want it to integrate. David Stern came in, he shut the AB, he went and pretty much took all the players from the ABA.
Yeah.
Brought in the All-Star game because the ABA did the All-Star game. The ABA was with the dunk contest. The ABA did all that shit. And they took that piece and brought it to the NBA. Mm-hmm. That was David Stern. They took that shit off a tape delay, brought that shit to NBC and all broadcasting partners. They flipped it and had broadcasting live shows.
Yeah, now we all over the place.
Then you get a Michael Jordan, who's now the face of the league. We coming out of the Bob Cousy's and no, before that, you get a Magic Johnson and a Larry Bird.
Dope.
Before Jordan, you get Magic and Larry. As great as Kareem was and is, he was not a face of the NBA. As great as Bill Russell and them they were not a face that you could market behind. You got Magic Johnson. I don't think they had a face
before David Stern started that shit.
Nope.
It wasn't really marketing properly.
Nope.
That was the problem, though.
Yep.
And that's how older people got spoiled with this team concept thing and want you to stay on one team all your career.
Dog, like, Magic Johnson come in smiling, shaking his shoulders, wheeling and dealing, and then you got the Great White Hope and Larry Bird.
Converse.
So you put them bitches. Oh, Converse made money.
Yeah, Converse helped.
Yep, Converse made money.
But I'm saying, like, to piggyback on David Stern, did things to generate revenue and build up the league.
Yes, he did.
Adam Silver wants to go global.
Yes, which I'm not mad at that.
No, I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, it's like Adam Silver's in a position to where, like you said earlier, you're coming behind a person that did a lot of great things business-wise.
Yep.
So all the fans are thinking about is the game. Mm-hmm. David Stern did a lot of things business-wise, and Adam Silver has the challenge, to try to be revolutionary and be creative when most of the solid stuff was done. And if only thing I don't like is when they fuck with the rules a lot.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. And it's every year they change, and they be significant changes.
And certain things I'm glad they didn't fuck with.
Every year they change something. That's the one thing. They change something, but the significant changes is what I don't like. I don't care for the in-game tournament. That shit is goofy to me. It doesn't make sense.
I like the court.
I like the course too. I like the course as well, but do that for the regular season too. I don't like the All-Star game changes. I'm glad they bringing it back to regular.
All-Star game is ass.
It's ass. I'm glad they bringing it back.
Is ass.
Niggas ain't dunking no more.
3-point shootout, I still like to see. The skills challenge, I think, is ass.
I like the skills challenge, but I want them to change it up some.
I don't like it, bro.
Add some better skills. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe that's why I don't like it.
Like, the skills could be changed up a little bit. I think they need to bring a 2-on-2 tournament.
Know what I kind of like? I think they should have a 1-on-1 and a 3-on-3. What I like is when they have the
and to five.
Yeah, keep it quick.
Yep.
When they have the guy and the girl. When Steph went against Sabrina, shooting threes, I actually like that.
Yeah, that was fine.
I thought that was dope just to see Steph for the weekend.
Steph went to work.
He ain't cook her though.
No, he didn't.
No,
but I don't think he on purpose do that though.
What?
I think on purpose he didn't cook her.
Nah,
I'm not saying Sabrina couldn't shoot.
That ain't like playing 1-on-1.
I think on purpose.
Steph ain't missing no shots on purpose, bro.
I think he missed on purpose. I watched that shit over and over. I said, yo, he missed a lot of shots on purpose.
If you say to me he didn't take her that serious in the beginning, I agree with that.
I think that.
But he didn't miss on purpose. He was just out there like, it's a day in the park. And then when he see, oh shit, that ain't the same
purpose, bro. It's on purpose. I'm not taking this shit serious. Shorty can shoot, but I'm him. And then when he's like you just said,
fuck around and lose.
And then he fucked around and was like, shit, bruh, let me get right. Bruh, and that bitch started falling.
Your wife already said you whacking the bed and you corny. So you gonna lose a 3-point shooting contest to a woman?
God damn.
So what she said about him doesn't equate to you being corny?
But not whack in bed. God
She
damn.
said he wasn't satisfying. That's not whack?
When she said that.
Whack is extreme?
We're not going to do that. I don't feel like talking about Aisha, man. Because I think she corny. That nigga probably don't even want to get hard for her lame ass.
Okay, he says he don't want to get into it. Then he adds that bullshit. See, this is how our friendship actually works. Real talk. He'll stop some shit or say he doesn't want to be a part of something, and then he does the shit triple, and then decides, okay, let's go ahead and move on. Nigga, what you said was way worse than what I said.
But guess
I
what?
made a blanket statement, and you said a definitive.
Guess what? Everybody is going to be like,
what?
Cooking, they gonna be like, that nigga wrong. They
First,
gonna shit on you. They
know
gonna like your Unc over there cooking.
You know something? The internet,
Unc with the checkered shirt be cooking.
The internet don't like me sometimes, and that's fine. Listen, I take the trolls for the team. You know what I mean? Because the trolls only come when you spit good shit.
I hear you.
That's fine. You know, he sets me up though. See, click culture don't see the setup. They see the finish.
I do.
And I aggressively finish.
I think that makes me a great moderator.
Well, it gives me a great position to let people. I don't care.
I know my friends, so it's like, all right,
Son,
let me say this.
Listen, if you want to choose to take a piece of a clip and argue, that's fine. You can all argue by yourself.
That's the great thing.
And I watched the long line of you people just arguing because I said one word you didn't like. It's gonna keep on going.
I'll throw something out there, then he'll say, "When Mama used to get beat by Pop," and I'll be like, all right. Nigga going there.
When Kevin Samuels was at the top of his game, everybody just had a problem with his aggressive nature and how he spoke.
And he was right. 85%
but nobody,
of the times.
Yeah, but the more percentage of the people didn't get the message. All they got was the tone.
And yo, the sad part is Kevin Samuels was right 85% of the time.
It was.
And now everybody is witnessing and knowing that.
Well, I didn't agree with all his antics.
Nah.
But he had some good messages. But I'm not supposed to agree with everything the man says.
I'm not.
But he had some great messages within the madness.
Right, I agree.
But it's a show to entertain people. And as a woman, you called into his show and then act like you're the victim. You didn't have to call.
You didn't have to call.
You called.
You didn't have to say a word.
Hey, man, if you call, fair game.
You don't have to call.
Nah, you ain't going to call into my show trying to ridicule my show.
I ain't mad at it. Call in and ridicule. We might do a call-in segment, man. We might start having people call in. That'd be
you
fire.
call in talking to me, you going to get cooked.
Yo, when we do the live, when we finally organize this live,
you going to get cooked.
We gonna do a call-in segment.
If you get into my live talking crazy, you gonna get cooked.
I'm gonna let people call in, bro.
They're gonna get cooked.
That's fine.
Don't look my direction when they say something stupid.
I'm gonna look.
You gonna get cooked.
I'm gonna do this right here when they say something.
You that's looking right now. You gonna get cooked.
This right here.
Huh?
when they say something, I'm gonna just turn.
Hey man, Love Mad activates, boy. You gonna get cooked, man. You gonna get cooked, bro.
I'm dead ass. When we do the live, cause we gonna schedule it. We gonna get things together to do this live. I'm gonna advertise a phone number everybody can call.
Hey, we do call-ins. I expect Gino to call in, man. I don't know if you're gonna see this episode. I'm gonna tell you. I expect Gino to call in.
Yeah, we're gonna do call-ins. I'm dead ass. Yeah. We're gonna do call-in topics and discussion. You know, I want nah, I ain't gonna say her name. I want her to call in.
Man, I want everybody to call in, man. Let's get it. You got a problem? You got a problem with something one of us have said before? Probably something I said.
Yeah,
you can bring it up.
I don't be wilding.
Yeah, see, that's the bullshit. So he's gonna co-sign my opponent for the sake of your agreement. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all that's listening. So now it looks like
co-sign his opponent.
Now I look like I'm the villain. But that's cool.
Man,
I'll be the villain.
Man. That's all good, man. You handle it well.
I'll be the old school Maurice Lucas.
You handle it well, my brother. I'm gonna play a video right quick. Let's see if it worked. Let me see. It's connected.
If it worked.
All right, bro. Sometimes
about marriage, like you never hear men say they were tired of the marriage, like they wanted to walk away.
What happens is when you start to walk on those eggshells, it's just not.
I remember that.
It's just not a positive environment. And then when you get to the point where, and a lot of times in marriage, we're just there making sure everything's good, and who the hell checking on us?
Yeah.
Who's making sure we okay? Who's coming to us and saying, what do you need today? What can I do for you to make you happy? You know, I know we're the providers and all of that, but we need that love too. We need that assurance. Sometimes women, go to your men and just make them feel like appreciated, because to live in today's society, to go out and make that money and all of the things a husband and a father has to worry about every single day.
Yeah.
Like I said, suffering in silence that y'all have no clue about. Just be that positive light. Make that house a home. Make it radiate positivity, you know? So, yeah, man.
So what are your thoughts on what Lil Jon had to say? That was Lil Jon on the Breakfast Club.
My first thought is, I don't want any woman to reverse it to.
Oh, they're going to do that. They're going to do that. That's
I know.
Gonna happen.
I'm just saying at the start. Let me start off with that.
I respect it.
Relax.
You're right.
Listen to what's being said and what's being communicated. For myself, it took, you become an adult, let's say 18, it took 30 years for me to get in a situation where that made sense to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you never receive that, you look at it as if that's not a reality.
It's just foreign.
And and then when you receive it, it's a shock value to you and sometimes her as well. But that's also a part of the necessary communication. And it's not saying nothing but what he said.
Right.
If you're my woman, you're the woman I'm committed to. You're the woman I desire to be with in perpetuity.
Yes.
The support from you means everything. You know what I'm saying? I give an example. One time I had a conversation with my father, and of course it's not the same as a romantic relationship, but I said to him one time, you being my father that's been in my life all the time, I look to you for support sometimes. And every time I look to you for support, you say the most negative stuff that just put me down like I'm nothing.
Right. Damn.
And
you're right, though.
The answer of it not being your intentions means nothing. You know what I mean? It's not about your intentions. You should never have neutral intent with a person you love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if neutral intent is a phrase, but they match.
It's just gonna work together.
Yeah. Today. So I'm all for what he says. I think more men should have that conversation. I believe we've had it before on this show.
Yeah,
I think women should even have that conversation. And just as I've also admitted to, we can express our situations better, but we also have to feel comfortable in a situation to where we have faith that you'll comprehend and attempt to understand. I can't say understand because sometimes it takes time.
It does.
But without you knowing it, we attempt to understand you all the time. We just don't speak about it.
That's a
and we have to stop that. We have to stop being.
That's a
and I'll use the fear.
answer.
We have to stop. It is. We're gonna use a lot of that word. Definitive. We have to stop being afraid of altering our females' emotions by something that they may not understand or be against at our own expense. You know what I'm saying? I think that's our downfall. We'll hold things in because we think they won't agree with it or they'll have a problem with it. We have to stop doing that.
I told my wife I've done that. I did that for a long time.
We've all done that.
Okay. All right. Let's pause for a second. And we're back.
We killing me with that shit. And we're back.
Had a moment. We had a moment. We good though. Y'all saw the power go out. And I'm gonna leave that power part back in there too. I'm gonna leave the lights go out. We're gonna be like,
yeah, that's a clip.
Yeah.
Opus Clip's gonna love it.
Put a little marker in there, like.
Hey man, that's what happens behind the scenes. You start cooking, it get hot in the kitchen.
It get hot sometimes. But like you were saying, you know what I mean? I think a lot of we gotta not be afraid to express ourselves to our women. Like I was getting ready to say, I told my wife that same thing. I said for a little while, it was hard for me to express myself to her because it was a moment where I did. And she did not receive it in a way that was favorable for us to keep the conversation going. Where I felt like I'm telling you how I feel.
I think that's part of the process, though.
Right. So when that happened, I said, "Cool.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell you how I feel." And for 3 years, I ain't tell her how I felt. I just went through with the process, went through figuring out.
Then the fault is in your reaction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not pointing the finger because I was the same way.
Right.
Because just as we're learning how to communicate, they have to learn how to listen.
Right. That's true.
Now, if you say that to your woman, can she hear what you're saying and not take it as if you're taking a shot at her? Then that's another question. See, that's the thing.
I personally think women, and I'm not gonna fuck it. I'm gonna say definitively that they don't understand nothing when it comes to us. And outside of them, they don't understand anything outside of them.
And we definitively don't know how to tell them things that mean something to us.
All right, there we go.
You know what I'm saying? That's now, if a woman gets me those definitives, that's fine. Then that means we both have something to work on.
Right.
And that's why relationships take work.
It does.
And until you work on that and figure that out, you'll be going from person to person. Because that can be enough to break up a relationship that maybe have value.
That's a fact. You can.
Because if you don't speak on it, eventually you're going to flare up.
Something going to happen.
Yeah, you're going to flare up, bro. Either you're going to flare up, or you're going to stage left.
Yep. Something going to happen,
and then you're doing the juggle smuggle.
Well, last topic. Yeah. How do you handle being the only one, and that's, to be honest, the only black person in professional environments and in professional spaces?
I just learned how to do that. I can say that, especially in my new position. It's almost to where you have a job to do. It's like you have an assignment that's bigger than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You taking care of your family. You building for your future. And every day is a new day to get started. You know, sometimes you just got to leave your ego at the door. You know what I mean? Now, some situations are bad, but if you're working within a situation that isn't beneficial to you or that is detrimental to your mental health, then you know you can move away from that and move further. But a lot of times, the issues we have, being the only black man or the only black man over 6 feet tall or the only threatening-looking black man or whatever, a lot of the issues we bring on ourselves with our demeanor. Sometimes you can't control them, but we have to always take control of what we can control. So I've learned to say how you doing more often. I've learned to be more engaged with others during the training process. I've learned to ask questions more. You know what I mean? I've learned to be more presentable as I got older. You know what I mean? Because sometimes maybe you do look intimidating, you don't realize it. Don't be shucking and jiving and shit. That ain't what I'm talking about.
That's not what you're talking about.
But it doesn't hurt to shake a hand and say how you doing.
Right.
Or sometimes I ask questions, I know the damn answer, man, but it might have something to do with what's going on within the training that might help my surroundings, because these are the people I'm going to work with. So these are the people I'm going to spend a lot of time with. So a lot of things that I thought was corny, they're not as corny to me anymore. Just like we say sometimes when we promote stuff, you're like, man, I don't do that shit corny. And then now we do it because it makes sense.
It makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a level of maturation as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's no different from being a parent. You find yourself doing certain things that you thought was corny with your sons.
Right.
You know?
I'll say this, man.
And it's only as hard as you make it.
Right. It is. I think for me, since I've been in the corporate world, I've always been either the only man or only black man, and sometimes the only black person.
Yeah.
Within that team, because I've always worked in offices. You know what I'm saying?
You should be used to it by now.
Right, I am. I'm fairly used to it. I know how to handle it. I'm cool. It don't bother me much anymore.
You're the perfect example of it's only as bad as you make it.
Yeah, it really is. You know what I'm saying?
I mean? You got a job to do.
I've been. I don't know if I could talk to Sean. He doesn't really smile. You know what I mean?
But you know what counts as a lot of that stuff, and I'm sure you take care of this part. Just being knowledgeable of your function.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because eventually the walls will break down.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because I now that I'm older, I hear all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people, well, he's not as bad as I thought he was. Yo, you're a more presentable person than I thought, man, because you're a big guy.
Right.
Like, nigga, I laugh like everybody else, bro.
Right. I'm 6'6", bro.
Probably the silliest person in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Look, I'm 6'6". I've been dealing with that, the tallest, biggest guy in the room, or with my voice being deep. I've changed my voice, and it's to a point where my voice, the voice I project every day, is now my normal voice.
Okay.
Because my voice is actually a lot deeper. It's funny. My wife and my kids, they've heard my regular voice, my regular everyday voice.
Yeah.
But the voice I project is a little bit lighter in tone, a little bit lighter in processes, because people used to always get scared when they hear my regular voice. So, and that's the weird part about it. So I've learned over time, over these tons of years of how to, even being the only guy. Like I worked in an office where literally everybody in there were women. I worked as accounts receivable rep, and I worked as accounts payable rep for this company before, and I was literally the only guy. The only guy.
Yeah. I feel
only person, only guy. Now I wasn't the only black person. It was 2 other black women, but I was the only guy. That was it. The only guy for years working there. So and I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was in my low 20s working. I was like 20, 24 working in there, working in this office, and people the people that worked in because it was a cleaning company, the people that worked in the cleaning piece was all young, all of them black and Spanish. Was shocked as fuck to see my young ass in there. I mean, people knew me from DJ in the club, and then saw me in there as accounts receivable rep. Like, how you get this job? I'm like, I know how to count. Like, I don't know. I just got the job. Like, I know what I'm doing.
Fuck you know?
Like, I know customer service. I know how to call people to get money.
You apply, you get an opportunity, you take advantage
right.
of it.
I think the only place that I worked at that had a whole bunch of black people was when I used to work for the city of Raleigh. That was the only place. Okay. That was literally the only place my whole life of working. Even when I worked in music. And for a lot of time, because of what I did in music, it wasn't a lot of us. When I transferred over to like working with as an A&R and all that stuff, that was a different story. Yeah. Then you see a bunch of us. But I worked in the marketing office. It wasn't always a lot of us, you know what I mean, in the marketing office. You know what I mean? So I've been used to that for so long that, you know, it doesn't really, even my current 9 to 5, I'm literally the only black guy on our team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm used to that.
A lot of people, especially in business, their perceptions are just a result of their misconceptions.
Yes.
Some of it is innocent. Some people really haven't been around us a lot.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people judge books by the cover. I mean, whether we like it or not, you know.
Yo, TV we all and the internet shape.
We all do
about us.
We all do it to some level.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We all do it to some
level. It's a lot of nigga shit that bothers me when I see goes down. And then I see people online, look who's doing that again. Remember who's doing it. And I'm like, God damn, bro.
You know, too, as you get older, man, it's like all the stereotypical conversations and the generalizations, man. That's why I don't like generalizations, man, because many of us break the code and many of us are against the norm.
Yes, we are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I think a lot of elements of myself are against the norm.
Yeah.
And I plan on, you know, staying that way.
Me too.
But
I'm not changing.
The norm is always in front of you. You know, this is why I hate generalizations, because the generalizations are based on what is in the front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not based on what's in the cut. What's usually in the cut is the things that have value.
Right.
It's like if you go to the club every Saturday, you know, your perception is probably all women are hoes. You know what I'm saying? You don't know about these women that have careers that don't have time to go out on the weekend because they might be taking care of an elderly parent. They might be
they just living their life. They don't do the clubs like
or
that.
they're just comfortable.
Yeah,
they're sitting on their porch drinking, you know, Moscato or something.
Right.
A lot of people aren't where you're at. See, where you're at is your present reality, and your thought process should be beyond those realities.
That's hard, though.
That's where a lot of the problems come.
That's hard when your present reality is a certain way.
If you look at it, if you got a lot of wealthy white men all the way around, these white people at tea time,
right?
You know, and I'm walking in there with a hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? I'm different to them.
Right.
The last person that came with a hoodie on tried to rob them. You know what I'm saying? And as silly as it sounds to us, for some of them, that's how they look at it.
No. You know
what I mean? Oh, he does that hip hop shit. You know about them rappers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we live in a world that makes generalizations and stereotypes are actually how they judge. You know, whether it's music, entertainment, or just the everyday workforce. Even as a parent, when you go to the school to see your child, when they see you walk in there, because I dealt with my son in private school, as soon as you walk up in there, they're thinking like, oh
yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's always going to happen, but you can control how you present yourself. You know what I'm saying? And always present yourself as an adult. Always present yourself as a man or as a woman.
Yep.
And then a lot of that stuff will be what it is. You can't stop racism. You can't stop bigotry. You can't stop the stereotypes. But you can present yourself in the best version of yourself in every way you go.
Yep. You really can.
Build from there. I mean, that's the foundation.
All right. Sure. That's about it, man. That's all I got, man. And let's off with some bars.
Our misunderstandings will divide us. Our understandings can rebuild us.
Mm-hmm.
Comprehension is something to work on. Comprehension isn't the level of your personal understandings and perspective and being in disagreement and argument because people don't agree with your views. Our views together, we can build and we can grow. My brother and I don't agree on everything. But in totality, we want what's best for each other. We want what's best for our families. That's what actually matters. The world is deeper than your scope, and you can't see everything from your personal lens. We are losing too many opportunities because we're stuck on one thought process and not understanding our surroundings.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. And I'll say it again. Our understanding can rebuild us, and our misunderstandings will continue to keep us apart, and our communities continuously will be confused if we keep carrying on in that manner.
That's a fact. That is a pure fact, man. Well, this is the Black Male Podcast. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am.
Oh, my God. We'll catch y'all next week, man. Peace.